Shut up and sit down.
Hey everyone, welcome back to another video with Mac Morris. As you can see, I am in a different space. I am currently, you can actually see the rug. I'm sitting on the floor of my room. I painted the room so I can actually prove it, but it's messy and you guys don't need to see all that, so don't worry. Reason being is today I'm switching up a little bit. Something that I feel like was almost inevitable. So let's talk about it. So I wanted to come on here today to talk about how obviously hair, right? Can you see my hair well? I can't really tell on the camera. Obviously how your hair can be an accessory to what you are wearing, right? I've already done a couple of videos about hairstyles and how they translate, and specifically the workplace one kind of took off. And then different ones that you could do generally with twists and braids and buns and everything sort of. But I wanted to back up even a little more with that and see how you wear your hair coordinate with what you're actually putting on. And so I have my trusty stool here that will not actually be used in this video, but in the one following related to a scenario that I'm going to put on. But I have 5 questions that I use as I am trying to decide what I'm going to do with this beast, aside from the fact of the state that it's in, and planning for whatever fit that I'm about to put on. So let's get into it. And just to clarify, I'm saying hair as an accessory because, not to say I think people forget, but obviously you can have the same hairstyle with everything. Typically guys do, but at least for myself, I like to coordinate. I have long hair for a reason. One, I actually really do like my hair, but I like having the ability to switch it up a bit and coordinate, having something extra. And honestly, it's part of the reason why I got this freaking Helix. I was like, I like the accessories. I like every part of what I'm putting on to coordinate together and giving up a whole smorgasbord of a single image that I have in my head that you guys or people that see me or digitally see what that actually looks like. And it all plays a part as we'll get into it, but let's get into question 1. So the first question I'm asking myself is, what's the vibe like? Am I going to a classy party, like a fancy dinner party or a fancy museum, and someone's accepting a reward and I need to wear formal wear? Probably gonna wear something like braids. Likelihood of me touching my hair while in these braids, extremely low. I'll put it where it is and that how it stays all night. It's a nice accessory for the night, but still more the focus is on like what I'm wearing versus how my hair is looking. Or am I going to a concert, for example? If I'm going to a concert, I'm probably doing some sort of headbanging. So the likelihood that my hair is not like either in the palm tree state or just out altogether, because I don't really care, right? Like I want my hair everywhere. That's awesome. If it smacks somebody, forget it. Like who cares, right? So that's what I have to consider. Who am I going to be around? What's the vibe going to be like? Or even like if it's in a sporty sense, like how am I going to put my hair back to just make sure that if I'm outside, if it's sporty, that I'm not like sweating my butt off. So let's make sure we count that together. So that's question number 1. Second question I'm asking is, who is my audience, I guess you could say? And the reason I'm saying that is because let's say I'm going to a fancy dinner party and I was a +1 for somebody. So the likelihood is that I'm gonna meet a lot of new people. In those cases, most times I want my face to be exposed. I want people to remember what I look like for my face, not necessarily for what I'm wearing. What I'm wearing is important, but like my focus is, hey, this is my face, my name is Mac, it's nice to meet you, right? And so in those cases, I need to do everything in my power to just, how my hair is gonna matter with other circumstances, but it just needs to be out of my face. So the likelihood is that it's probably gonna be in some protective styling, pulled back in some way, shape, or form, or just out of my face, just so that focus on my face. And that's just an example of what that would look like for the goal of the night. Obviously, if it's just I'm going out with my friends, I don't really care if my friends see my face, because they see my face, so I can literally wear my hair as I want. But if I know I'm gonna meet people, I wanna make sure my face is open and people are like, oh, hey, you are Mac. Nice to meet you. What's up, dude? So this is gonna sound weird, but question number 3 I usually ask is, how familiar am I with people? Kind of similar to the last question, but reason why this is different is specifically based on shock factor. So I'm doing a good bit of traveling, and I'm also aware that some people don't really see fros in real life. And so it comes a time when people see my fro for the first time, they're like, whoa, what? Like they turn into toddlers, literally. Like grown men turn into toddlers. And some people are gonna say men already are. Anyways, grown people are turning into toddlers, and they all of a sudden wanna, can I touch your hair? Can I? And I'm like, back up before I get ugly. Let's not do this. Let's act like we have some sense, right? And so if it's a bunch of people who I know I'm not gonna know, but I know I'm gonna be forced to talk to, think networking event or something, I usually put my hair away because I don't want to give anybody the opportunity to piss me off, honestly. It's nice to have like some of the attention's cool. I'll accept it. Cool. It's like at this point I should be used to it, but it doesn't get less annoying as it goes on, right? I'm still irritated because I'm like, okay, like, yes, my hair is nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. But that's not what we're here for. I'm not here to talk about fashion or how my hair looks. I'm just here to do it. So in those cases, I'm probably going to put it back away, twisted, braided so no one sees it. And then when the time comes, I'll break it out and they're like, whoa. And I'm like, yeah, I've had this whole time. Or I'll just ease people into it, you know? Annoying to do and kind of coddling, but it's just the life I chose, I guess. So that's question 3. Number 4 is, how does everything match together? What is the full package of the fit that I have on, and does the hair match it, right? Usually what I'll do when I go in to pick a fit, I'll choose like a piece, right? So let's say there are some shoes and I'm like, I haven't worn these in a while, I'm putting these on. I will literally base my whole fit around those, right? Or sometimes it'll be my hair. I'll say, I want my hair in this weird zigzag braided way. How can I make my whole fit coordinate with the zigzag weird braided way vibe that I have in my head, right? And so choosing how my hair looks sometimes is the main, sometimes it's an accessory. It really just depends. And once we get to the section, whatever, that'll make more sense. But how does my hair complement the vibe that I'm going for? If I'm going gothy or dark or just like mysterious, like this, my hair, I'm probably gonna put my hair kind of slick back. You can't really see it, but it's like, oh, he has long hair, but like, you don't really know what's going on there, right? Especially if in a dark space. Or if it's like, oh, I'm going for, I don't know, super sporty dude. I'll just twist it up and put in a ponytail, right? Or put a hat on and just put it out the bag. It's like, whoa, he has a hat on. It's like, whoa, he has hair going out the bag. Cool. And now he has it on his Air Maxes. I do not own Air Maxes, by the way. Nothing against them. They're just not my thing. I just had to make that clear. But yeah, depends on how the whole package is gonna look, right? For the whole vibe that I'm going for. So like I said, all these questions kind of interloop in amongst each other. But one more to go. Question 5 and last question. And mind you, I might have forgot some. But for now, question 5. And it's sad because it hasn't always been the case. But it's, how comfortable is this gonna be, right? Theoretically, you would think I would only buy clothes that are comfortable. Well, I'll admit, in my past life, I definitely used to put style and look over comfort. That is not my case anymore. Maybe I'm just too old for that. There was one time where I bought some shoes I had no business buying. And every time I took them bad boys off, I'd be wanting to cry because I was like, oh, no. I think I wore them twice and I was like, you know, needless to say, those shoes are not my life anymore. But I need to make sure that, however I am putting my hair, it needs to be comfortable. If I'm outside, right, I'm not about to wear my hair out. The likelihood is very low. If I am, it's gonna be in a bandana up off my neck because that is hot, okay? Unless it's like 60 degrees outside and I want the heat, right? But if it's like 70 plus, you're not gonna see it out unless like I'm really trying to get somebody's attention, right? It's just not happening. So how my hair is being worn, I have to make sure that it is comfortable. That's probably number 1, honestly, because I will change a whole fit if I'm like, this is not comfortable. What I had in mind is just not working out what is happening right now. So it's just, yeah. So there you have it. Those are the 5 questions I'll be focusing on for the rest of this sector. I'll go through different fits and how I go pick a piece. This is how I do the questions and everything and how I base off of what makes sense. And I might throw some other questions, obviously, but let me know. Does anybody else do this? I don't know. This could just be a me thing. I don't think I've ever talked to anyone about it. I've just used to be like the lookbook dude and check out styles. I was like, oh, I like that. That's cool. That's a good vibe. That's a cool vibe. I like that. It's different. Okay, cool. Let's try it out. Right. This is how it goes. But yeah, let me know if these questions help or if you do this. I'm actually genuinely curious. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Shut up and sit down.